Now, guys, this is a bit of a downer, this clip, but we wanted to show it to you because, again, recently we've had those horrendous attacks against Japanese children in China. And rather than China maybe putting the best foot forward and maybe
admitting,
not only just admitting that it's a bad idea, but maybe toning down the anti-Japanese rhetoric and putting out maybe public service announcement to everyone, but like, listen, it's good to be nationalistic, it's good to love your country, but maybe don't be so hateful and spread hate. We've seen the opposite happen. We've seen a lot of support towards hatred towards Japanese people.
Yeah.
And this is one of these things. We've got a Chinese national in Japan, and he's filming children in Japan, and this is what he's saying when they walk past.
Sorry, bear. Hello. Hello.
So, I mean, these are literally like middle school students. And he says, hello, Xiao Ruben, which is actually, it's an insult in China. It's really bad. It's a racial slur that you say towards Japanese. And then he's like, hello, and they're polite and they wave back. And then he says, F your mom. Now, the reason why we're showing you this, okay, because it's horrendous and we don't want to show bad vibes on the show and all that, is this went viral in China. And this man was getting so much support for making this video. And they're like, yeah, you show those Japanese, what's what type thing. But let's just play a little more and I'll talk about it a bit more.
Hi, konnichiwa. 长得真他妈可怜。
I mean, the little schoolgirls is like, wow, you guys are so ugly in Chinese.
konnichiwa.
It's having the opposite effect as far as I'm concerned.
I don't think it's having the opposite effect. I think it was always there. I did that whole video. I went on there. I was like, let's see. They said they got rid of all the Japanese hate stuff.
Sure.
I go on there and it was all I found.
Yeah.
All I found was anti-Japan stuff.
I know, but what I'm saying is the whole idea of him to go there is to like prove how superior Chinese are to Japanese type thing.
It's such opposite effect.
But it's having the opposite effect because what it's showing is how low class he is.
Yeah.
And how much more polite and how much better Japanese people are than him.
It's not fair to the other. It's not fair to his compatriot, like his fellow Chinese people that would never do something like this because now he's putting that face on for everyone.
But then the fact that he gets so much support back home, and on his Weibo post, everyone's giving it a thumbs up and liking it and encouraging him and stuff. It shows you that there's this very ugly undercurrent of hate that is just beneath the surface in China, and it's like it's racism.
It's on purpose.
It's racism and hatred in its purest form. And it's encouraged by the government. So the reason why we showed you that clip is just to show you that this nonsense is still going on. It is a huge, huge issue that needs to be rooted out and sorted and calmed down. And for any of these nationalist Chinese people doing this, I hope you realize how bad you're making other Chinese people look and how good you're making Japanese people look by doing it.
So there was this tunnel during this holiday rush.
Yes.
And you would expect, okay, there's going to be a couple car accidents.
Yeah, I mean, just how many do you think you're going to have?
You want to see?
Yeah. So I can see 3. There's a 3-car pile up there. Okay, so let's try to count. We got
just
3.
a taste.
Yeah.
出现了4到5起的追尾事故，真的是不应该。难道真的
That's
6.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4,
I'm
5.
counting on top
Okay,
of that.
yeah.
So 8.
这是1年2箱油们的技术实在太差了吗？大家看看这样的追尾现场啊，实在是过于的
12, 13, 14, 15.
夸张。到底技术要差到什么样的程度才能把车开成这样？如果你是1年2箱油，建议放假
20, 21.
的时候还是乘坐高铁更安全。
22 car accident. Yeah.
I love that they were separate.
Yeah, it wasn't one.
No.
There were just multiple accidents.
It's a video game.
Yeah.
This is, what is that? Burnout or whatever?
Yeah, where you're supposed to crash.
Purpose?
Yeah, it's a Burnout 3 or whatever.
Yeah. China's still playing Burnout 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, the guy commenting, he's having a laugh about it. And he's basically saying, like, obviously it's safer to just take the high-speed rail during the holidays.
Yeah.
You know.
He's like, is the car technology this throttle technology that bad that you guys can't even drive?
That's what really confuses me because most of those cars are modern cars.
Yeah.
And most of them have that, like, auto braking and self-driving and all that stuff.
Yeah, these days, right?
Yeah, so the fact that they're still having all these pileups is quite impressive.
It is impressive.
It's impressive.
How do you pull it off?
Yeah, 22 cars in the span of like 100 meters.
Yeah, like a football field. There's 22 cars in a football field.
Yeah, separate
sounds
in
like
like
a math
4 or
problem.
5 separate clusters,
Yes.
you know? Yeah.
If there are 22 cars traveling at 60 kilometers per hour on a length of a football field, how
in
many?
China, how many would have an
It would say
accident?
in China. Answer, there's only A. It says all of them.
Yes, exactly.
So this huge boom in China's economy happened. Well, a huge investment boom happened.
You know why? Because the Chinese government said, we're going to inject stimulus into the market and we're going to make this work.
Yeah, it was kind of a Timu stimulus package because I can't believe
Yes.
that word is becoming synonymous with
where's
poor
Jeff?
quality. He's taking a Timu. So investors went wild because all these freaking investment people are like, you got to go invest in China again.
Yeah, investment bros, you know?
Yeah, they're like, oh, China's going to inject all the stimulus and they're going to fix the economy. Everyone's like, all right, cool, I'm going to invest in China. Funny thing is, China's domestic economy barely saw an uptick. And that's really what China was trying to make happen. It was they really wanted domestic spending to go up, tourism, all that kind of stuff.
Well, they got a lot of idiots who are duped into like injecting a lot of investment money into China.
That's true.
Because here's the thing. They announced that they're going to do a whole bunch of stimulus things. They announced that they're going to do it. And that's what created this stock rally.
Yes.
So everyone's like, China's about to announce this. Let's go. Get in now while you can. Everybody jumped in. The typical like crypto bros, whoever, you know, those people are like, let's get in there. Let's get this money. And then when it came time to announce these things that they were going to do, they didn't announce anything. They were like, well, the economy's been doing well or whatever. They didn't actually announce any steps to stimulate the economy.
Yeah, I read some good analysis. They were like, yeah, even investment people were like, we're pumped about this, but what are they going to do to fix the economy? Because long-term investors need to see that this is going to work.
Yeah.
This can't be just a flash in the pan. And unfortunately, there's some economic analysts from China that are like, this is mirroring the great stock market collapse that we saw before.
Yeah, so the stocks fell the most in like 27 years or something in China. And we started to see the horrible, you know, people, you know, doing the thing where they do the thing where they, when they lose everything and,
they
you know,
stop-
and then they stop
existing.
breathing, you know. Anyway, let's not mention that.
Yes.
So yeah, it's been a bit of a wild ride. This is entertainment. Both of them look supremely entertained.
He chucks it at her.
He threw a nut at my face. Oh, never
It
mind.
was actually because it was deemed too ugly.
Then again, if they made it accurate, it would be even uglier. $21,000 for that thing that looks like somebody made as a project in wood shop.
What is he wearing?
Yeah, it's stockings. That's like a fleur de puke. You know what I mean? It's literally like a French nobleman threw up and then they like, you know what I'm saying? What on earth is going on? That's like weird, dude. Bury the dog in your backyard, yes, but to make a pillow out of its skin? That's horrendous.
No.
Are you not entertained?
Close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my life.